Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey, and here on my channel we talk about personal growth, planning, and personal finance. Today I'm going to be doing a review and flip through of the Clever Fox Budget Planner Premium Edition. So if you're interested in that, just keep watching. So when you get the planner, it comes in this really nice black box with the kind of like rose gold copper-y foiling on the logo. And then when you open the box, it looks like this. So over here, it kind of has an overview of the journey that your financial planner will take you through. And then the actual contents of the planner, it comes with 5 cash envelopes, and then it comes with the instruction manual. So this is pretty customary on all Clever Fox planners, and it kind of goes through the main parts of the planner and explains how they recommend using it, and also gives you kind of some samples of how to use each section. So I find this to be really helpful if you're just starting out with Clever Fox, because it kind of walks you through what each section could, or how you might want to set it up yourself. So it comes with that. And then we get into the actual planner. So it has this little pull out ribbon. So when we pull out the planner, it looks like this. Underneath the planner, it has the warranty card, as well as two sticker sheets. So they are foiled in rose gold. And then at the bottom of the box, it says, stay organized, stay clever. So getting into this planner is the Financial Planner Premium Edition, and it is in the color black. It is an A5 size, so that means it is 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches, and it costs $28.99 on Amazon. So here's what the planner looks like right outside of the packaging. So you can see it has this sleeve on it that just gives you a kind of basic overview of what the planner will let you do. It has 1 elastic band, a pen loop, and then it has three ribbons, a black one, a green one, and like a royal blue one. So let's open it up. So here you go. This is what it looks like without the sleeve on it. And then let's open it up. So first off, you get your nameplate page, which is pretty customary. It has a place for your name, phone, email, social media, and the reward if someone should find this. So next, we get into the My Financial Goals pages / spreads. So these pages allow for you to put 8 different goals on there, and they each take up 4 boxes on each page, so 4 goals per page. So next, we have the My Strategy and the My Tactics pages. So specifically on the My Strategy page, it asks 2 questions, and those questions are new skills I need to learn to achieve my financial goals, and my money affirmations for wealth and prosperity. On the right side, we have the My Tactics page, which those 2 questions on this page are actions I will take to earn more money and actions I will take to cut my expenses. So next, we get right into our monthly page. So the first page of our monthly layout. So this page has a lot going on in it. So I'm going to go through it section by section. So to start off with, right here, we have your month and year. So on this top line right here, you should write the month and year that you're going to be using this specific month. And then we have our monthly goals, our to-do list. And then on the right-hand side, we also have our bills and expenses, where you can list out the due date and the amount of those bills and expenses. And then finally, we have income amount and savings amount. And then at the bottom of both of these 2 pages, we have a monthly calendar spread. So here's how you can see it. So over here on the left side, you have a note section, and then you have a Sunday Start monthly view. So it has 5 full weeks of Sunday Start calendar. So you can put in your dates here. And that's the overview of this page. So every single month has this page to start off the monthly spread. And then next we get into the monthly budget. So the monthly budget pages are split up into 8 different categories. So those categories are pre-written in, but the specific line items within the categories are not. So the specific categories are home, food, healthcare, credit and loans, personal, transport, entertainment, and other. So for each of those sections, you have the budgeted amount, the actual amount, and the difference between the two. And then at the end of the page, you have a space for you to write your total budgeted amount for your monthly budget, the total actual amount for your monthly budget, and the difference between those 2 numbers. So the next we get into our expense trackers. So specifically for this planner, you have 2 full spreads of expense trackers. So that means 4 pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So you have 4 pages / 2 spreads of the expense tracker. And specifically the expense tracker has space for you to put the date of the expense, the description of the expense, the category, and the amount. So moving on past the expense trackers, we then have the monthly totals and monthly review pages. And honestly, this is what sold me on this planner. I used a Erin Condren budget book in 2020, and that was my first year budgeting. So I already was kind of like doing a lot of trial and error. But one thing that I really thought that planner was missing was a place to kind of like total up your monthly expenses, and also kind of review your month and reflect on how you did and then how you can do better the next month. So that's kind of what sold me on this specific planner. So let me get into what it specifically says. So for the monthly total section, it starts off with these 6 different categories. So it asks you for your opening balance, your total income, your total expenses, the difference between the total income and total expenses, your total savings, and the balance forward. And then we get into this really, really nice pie chart. So this pie chart kind of explains that each little slice that they've cut up is 5% of the total pie. And then at the bottom, what you can do is it has the categories that it's split up in your monthly budget. So these are the 8 categories. So home, food, health care, credit and loans, personal, entertainment, transport, and other. And then it also gives you 4 additional slots that you can make if you have additional things you want to track. So what you do is to fill in this section, you take the totals of these different categories from your monthly budget pages. So you take each category, you sum up what the actual amount is, and then you put that number right here. So that allows you to kind of see overall for the month how much you spent in all of your categories, and then also how much of a percentage of your total income that category took up. So you could say say this is $100 and maybe you were paid $2,000. That would be 5% of your total income. And then you would take this amount and then you could then what you would do is you would take these amounts here and you would assign a color to every single category, and you would fill in the percentage that each category took up from your total monthly income. So I really like this page. I just really think that it's a great visual way to kind of see how you did over the month. And it is nice to kind of quickly be able to like shuffle through all the other months and kind of see how you did every single month. So here on the right, we have our monthly review page. And the questions that are on this page are: my biggest wins this month? Did I meet my budget? If not, why not? Did I achieve this month's goals? If not, why not? Where did I have the most trouble? What could I improve next month? Actions I will take next month to increase my income, and actions I will take next month to cut my expenses. So then after the monthly total and monthly review pages, you have 1 full spread for notes and ideas. So this is honestly the second thing that sold me on this planner, is that there are notes pages for every single month. So what I normally use these pages for, is to kind of like forecast what my budget's gonna be before I get to the actual month. So say we're in January for this green color. What I'll do is before February starts, I will kind of start to forecast my budget in the February notes and ideas pages, so that then I can kind of get an idea of what I want to do, and then take the numbers from here and fill out the monthly budget based on kind of like what I drafted or predicted for the month. So that's how I use these pages, but you can use them for whatever. You can use them for lists, for, random ideas and notes, and literally whatever you want. But I just think it's nice that every single month has a spread of dot grid note pages. So then that is the end of the monthly spread. So just a quick review. So every single month you have your month and year kind of overview of the month with the calendar, monthly goals, to-do list, bills and expenses, income and savings. Then we get into our monthly budget page, which has the 8 categories: home, food, healthcare, credit and loans, personal, transport, entertainment, and other. Then we get into 2 full spreads of expense trackers. Then we get into our monthly totals and our monthly review. And then finally, we have our full spread of notes and ideas. So that's what you get every single month. So now I'm just gonna flip through the rest of the months just to show you the different colors that are in each month. So before we move on, I do want to point out the 3 ribbons that come with the planner. So you have this nice royal blue ribbon, this like neon green ribbon, and then a black ribbon. And these barely make the edge test. So one thing that I really care about is seeing if you can close the planner and use this as like a way of opening it. So you can still do that, but I will say it is a very, very slim margin. So just pointing that out. So now that we are at the end of the planner, let's move into the things at the back of the planner. So to start off, we have our savings trackers. And I will zoom in so you can kind of see what's on each savings tracker. So each savings tracker has a place to describe what you're saving for, the amount needed for that thing, the due date, and then you have 12 slots to input the day of your deposit, how much that deposit was, and the total that you've saved for this category. So we have 4 of those for each spread. And then in total, we have 2 spreads of the savings tracker. So in total, you have 8 different savings trackers. And then after the savings trackers, you have a very similar thing for your debt trackers. So I'll zoom in for those 2. So the debt trackers have the debt name, the starting balance, the minimum payment, and then another 12 slots for you to detail the date, the amount paid, and the balance. So just like the savings trackers, there are 4 of these on each spread, and there is 1, 2, 3 spreads of the debt trackers. So it gives you 12 different debt trackers. And then we move into our holiday budget. So the holiday budget consists of 3 different sections. So this first section is kind of a place for you to actually budget out how much you're going to spend for the holidays. So it has 4 pre-written in categories / expenses, and those are gifts, wrapping and cards, groceries, and decorations. And then it has how much you budgeted and your actual. Then on the bottom of this page, it has your holiday gift section. So you have a place where you can create a list of the recipient, gift, budgeted, and total for different holiday gifts that you plan on getting for different people. And then on the right hand side, we have our holiday spending page. So this is just very similar to the expense tracker, where it has your date, description, category, and amount. Then we move into our regular bill tracker. So our regular bill tracker, the way it's set up is that on the top columns, you fill in the months. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each month. And then down these rows, you fill in the bill that you want to track. And then for every single month, you can track your amount. So like, for example, you could put in your phone bill here. And then every single month you can see how much your phone bill is, or your utilities, or your rent, or literally whatever you want. This is probably better for things that vary a little bit each month, so that you can kind of just keep a track over everything, but you can use it for whatever you want. So you have the regular bill tracker for 1 full spread. And then we move into the summary of the year. So this is one thing that I noticed that they have improved on, which I'm so happy, is that last year they only had 5 slots per page, which meant that you could only put in 10 months. So if you went by the calendar year, you would get through January through May, and then June through October, which obviously is not the full year. So this year they have improved, and they have all 6 months on each page. So like I said, what you can do is at the top, you're gonna fill in the month. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. You have your income and your savings. So that's kind of like the top section of this page. And then it pre-fills in the 8 categories we talked about in the previous monthly budget pages. So we have home, food, healthcare, credit and loans, personal, transport, and entertainment. And then it has a bunch more lines. And what you can do is you can use the month that you lined out up here, and just keep a summary of the entire year of all of your income, savings, and your 8 budget categories for the entire year. And then at the end of the page, it has your total expenses. So you can, add up all these different expenses and put the total at the bottom. So you have one full spread of that so you can track a full year. So that's super nice. So after the summary of the year, we get into the Doctorate Pages. So in this planner, you have 5.5 spreads of Doctorate paper. So that's about 10 to 12 pages of Doctorate. So, and then that's the end. And at the end, we do have an accordion folder. So, and this folder is big enough to fit the stickers and all the other stuff that comes with the planner. And then that is it. So that's the Clever Fox Budget Planner Premium Edition. And I hinted at this earlier, but this is actually the budget planner that I use currently in 2021, and I loved it so much that I bought another one to use for 2022. So I will be creating another video of me setting up this budget planner based on what I did this current year for 2022. So be on the lookout for that video coming up really soon. So thank you so much for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave me a comment down below on whether you like this planner, if you plan on using this planner, your thoughts, your opinions, all that kind of stuff. I'd love to hear, you know, what you think about this planner. Also, before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.